Hey everyone, welcome. I'm Heather, I'm the Bent Yogi, and do you know what today is? Today is the last day of our January Yoga Challenge. But it's just the beginning, right? Whether you are new to the practice or you've been coming back to your practice through your challenge, this is just the beginning. Today, we're going to get started in Downward Dog, but I want to remind you that this is just the beginning. And so moving forward, I have loads of videos to share with you here on my YouTube channel. Subscribe if you haven't already. You can practice with me in my studio, Sanctuary Power Yoga, and on Patreon for as little as $5 a month. So let's begin today. Let's begin. Come onto your mat and let's get started in Downward Facing Dog. I'm so glad you guys are here today. Come onto your mat and come onto your Downward Facing Dog. And if you want to get started in Child's Pose, so just taking a peek at the time. If you want to get started in Child's Pose, you can get started in Child's Pose. And get started by taking a big breath in and a long breath out. A big inhale and a big exhale. And I think it's nice to remember that even though this is the last day of this challenge, we're always just getting started with our yoga practice, right? Every time we come onto our mat, it's this really amazing opportunity to begin again. And really, however long you've been practicing, we're all beginners. Take a big breath in and a long breath out. And on your next inhale, come on forward to your high push-up, high plank. Let your shoulders track over your wrists. Low belly draws it up. You can keep your feet at hips width, or you can walk them a little closer together. Go ahead and lift your right foot. It doesn't have to be high. And you can drop your left knee for a little more support, but strong core here. A big breath in. Right foot lightly lands, and lift your left foot. And again, you can drop the right knee. Watch out for collapsing down. Lift out of your shoulders, strong core. Left foot comes down. Take a big breath in. Press back to your downward facing dog. Take a long inhale here. And a long exhale. Set your gaze to one point or close your eyes. Take a big breath in. And a long breath out. Once more, a big inhale. And as you exhale lightly, step or jump to the front of your mat. Set your feet at about hips width distance. Bend your knees a lot. Rest your torso on your thighs. And interlace your fingers at your low back. Now you might put a towel or strap between your hands to give yourself some room here. Let your shoulders roll back. Arms lengthen, knuckles press back. Chest lifts up, so almost a little bit of an upward dog, a cobra. Take a big breath in, and with your fingers interlaced, start to fold forward. You can keep that really big bend in your knees. Or little by little, one breath at a time, just beginning to allow some length in the backs of your legs, some space in your low back. Beginning to feel where you are. Feel that you do have some space for yourself right here, right now. You've been taking some time for yourself, creating space for yourself all through this challenge. And you can keep doing that even after this challenge is over. And that may be the biggest part of any yoga challenge, is to create time for yourself. Take one more big inhale. And a big exhale. Release your hands here. Walk your feet closer together or to touch. And come on up to stand. Rise up. Hands high. Heart lifts. Big inhale. Hands to your heart. Exhale. Set your gaze here. You can lower your gaze or close your eyes. And you can set an intention for your practice, for your day. Together, let's take a big breath in. And a long breath out. Inhale, sweep up, reach up. Fold forward, exhale. Halfway lift, flat back. Take a couple of breaths. Find a place that works for your hands. Wave your body a little more forward in the balls of your feet. Toes stay soft. Strong core. Take a big inhale. Now bring your hands to your mat and step back to your high push-up. Setting this up. Strong foundation. Knees lifted or lowered. Take a big breath in. Shift forward, halfway down or all the way down for your low push-up. And maybe you just drop your knees for a little more support. Inhaling. Upward dog, your cobra or your low cobra variation. And as you exhale, back to your downward dog or add in your child's pose. You can add in child's pose at any point during your practice. You can add in any variations. You can simply add in an extra breath in the flow if that's what works for you. Take a big breath in and a long breath out. Another big inhale here. And as you exhale, make your way to the front of your mat. You can step or jump. Set your feet together apart. Halfway lift, flat back. Inhale. Fold forward. Exhale. Inhale from the ground. Rise up. Lift and reach. Fold forward. Exhale. Halfway lift. Flat back. Inhale. Hands come to your mat. Step back. High push up. Again, knees lifted or lowered. Steady foundation. Intentional foundation. Forward. Halfway down or all the way down. Low push up. Still moving forward. Untuck your toes. Lead with your heart. Upward dog, your cobra or your low cobra. And as you exhale, back to your downward facing dog. Take a long breath in. And a long breath out. A big inhale. And a big exhale. Once more here, a deep breath in, fill up. And as you exhale lightly, make your way to the front of your mat. Setting your feet intentional foundation. Halfway lift, flat back. Inhale, fold forward, exhale. Inhale all the way up. Rise up, reach up, lift up, fold forward, exhale. Halfway lift, inhale. Hands to your mat, stepping back, high push up. Shoulders track over wrist, fingers spread wide, move forward, halfway down and all the way down, low push up. A big breath in, fill up, lift up, upward dog, your cobra or your low cobra, and as you exhale, back to your downward facing dog. Now let your head drop here, let your heels soften. Whatever pose you're in, whatever variation you're in, take a big breath in, and a long breath out. Breathe in and breathe out. Once more, a deep inhale here. Exhale lightly. Step or jump to the front of your mat. Setting your feet. Feet are even. Halfway lift. Inhale. Exhale. Fold. Here, chair pose. Utkatasana. Feet are even. They can be together or apart. Bend your knees. Sit down. Sit back. And lift up. Hands can reach high. Work with your hands at your heart or even at your hips. Low belly draws in and up. Weight of your body comes a little more into your heels. Right? You can feel that. You can shift forward into your toes, the balls of your feet, and then shift back and maybe sit a little bit lower. Keep your shoulders soft here. Set your gaze or close your eyes. Right? A lot going on. There's always a lot going on. You can simply take a big breath in and a long breath out. So that whatever comes up with this breath, you can clear some space and begin again. Take one more big inhale. Fold forward. Exhale. Halfway lift. Flat back. Inhale. Hands to your mat. Step back. High push up. Move forward and down. Low push up. Upward dog. Take a big breath in. Downward dog. Breath out. Right foot steps forward. Warrior one. Virabhadrasana. Spin your back foot flat. Fix your pants. And rise up. Again, hands higher at your heart. There tends to be a little more weight in the front foot as you bend your front knee. So you can feel that and feel for balancing out through the back foot. Rolling the baby toe side of your back foot down, lifting through your back leg. Take a big breath in. And a long breath out. Breathe in. And breathe out. Once more, a big inhale here. And as you exhale, hands down to your mat. Step back, high push-up, forward, halfway down or all the way down, low push-up. Upward dog, a breath in, downward dog, breath out. Left foot steps forward, warrior one. One step or a couple of smaller steps so you can take up some space. A little bit of space right to left between your feet. Sometimes they'll give you the room you need to even out your hips, so you're bringing your left hip back and your right hip forward. Hands higher your heart. Set your gaze here. You can close your eyes. Setting your gaze to one point, traditional drishti, definitely lends to physical balance. And you have physical balance here, even with 2 feet on your mat. Physical balance, energetic balance, right? The balance of effort and ease. Beginning to come back into balance through your practice. Take one more big inhale. Exhale, hands down to your mat. High push-up to low push-up. Upward dog. Take a full breath in. Downward dog. Breath out. Right foot steps again. Warrior one. Step up, rise up. Set your feet. Lift and reach. Exhale. Hands come to your mat. High push-up to low push-up. Inhale. Upward dog. Exhale. Downward dog. Left foot steps. Warrior one. Virabhadrasana. Come up. Tall at the top. Exhale. Hands back to your mat. High push-up to low. Upward dog. Take a full breath in. Downward dog or child's pose. Take a big breath out. Breathe in. And breathe out. A big inhale. And a big exhale. One more deep breath in here. Exhale. Step or jump to the front of your mat. Set your feet, halfway lift, flat back, inhale, fold forward, exhale. Inhale, rise to stand, come all the way up, lengthen, lift and reach, fold forward, exhale. Halfway lift, flat back, inhale, hands to your mat, step back, high push-up, forward, halfway down or all the way down, low push-up. Upward dog, take a full breath in, downward dog, breath out. Here, step your right foot to your right thumb, crescent lunge. Keep your back heel, your back knee lifted. Now you can drop your back knee down for a little more support. If your back knee is lifted, really feel that the back of your knee pressing up towards the sky. Definitely space right to left between your feet to help with balance. Bring your hands to your heart. Take a big inhale here and twist to your right, left elbow towards the outside of your right leg. So even as you take the elbow towards the outside of your leg, maybe it's more on top of your leg, maybe you're in a higher twist. Again, if you feel like you want a little more support, a little more stability, drop your back knee. You can also connect into the big toe side of your front foot and pull your front knee into your center line. Now, hands can stay together here. You're lifting up, or you can separate your hands. Left hand reaching for the ground. The arm can be on the outside of the leg. The hand can come under the shoulder. Your right arm up for the sky. Take a big breath in. And a long breath out. Feel your back leg lengthen, your spine lengthen. Feel your breath. Feel how you can twist and rinse here. A big breath in. And a long breath out. On your next inhale, come back up to your crescent lunge. Rise up. Keep your feet, your legs as they are for now. And add in your eagle arms. Wrap your left arm under your right. If you want to bring opposite hand to opposite elbow, you can, even forearms together. Both of those are nice options. From here, coming into your full eagle, really connect into your right foot. Lift off. Take your left leg, wrap it up and over the right. And you have a lot of options here with your legs. The left foot can dangle, touch down. Maybe you find the double wrap. Take a long breath in. And a long breath out. Breathe in. And breathe out. Take another big inhale. Now as you exhale, big step out, warrior two. Unwrap and open up. And then check in with your foundation. Adjust your feet. Bend into your front knee. Lengthen through your back leg. Take a full breath in. And a full breath out. palms to the sky. Take your right hand high, reverse your warrior. Reach up and go back. Still with that big bend in your front knee, so you can take advantage of lifting from the right hip, all this space in your right side body. A big inhale, right elbow on your right leg, and your left arm up to the sky. Side angle, Parsva Konasana. Strong legs, open through your torso, lengthening through your spine, opening across the front of your body. Take a big breath in, and a long breath out. You can stay here. You can take your top arm forward. You can add in your half bind, or even play around with your full bind, feeling if you can connect your hands onto your right leg, or simply just bring them closer to one another. An intention, right? What's your intention? A little more space, a little more strength, a little more ease. So if you start to struggle with it, realign yourself. Begin to align yourself back with your intention. Take a big inhale and a long exhale. Reach your top arm up. Let it bring you up to your warrior two. Straighten your right leg. Pivot your toes to the side edge of your mat, feet parallel or pigeon-toed. Here, you can interlace your fingers at your low back. You can also bring your hands to your hips or to your low back. I like the shoulder rinse. Shoulders roll back, heart lifts, a big inhale. Fold forward as you exhale. And you might find, if you're working with your fingers interlaced, that you have a little more room in your shoulders this time. Maybe you can let your head drop here. Take a big breath in. And a long breath out. One more big inhale. And a big exhale. Here, release your hands under your shoulders, come halfway up. Start to walk your hands towards the back edge of your mat. You'll pivot around, come on into your runner's lunge, plant your hands, step your left foot back to your high push-up. Now pause here, left hand under your left shoulder, heel spin to your left. Come on into your side plank, Vashisthasana. You can drop your bottom knee for a little more support. Any kind of wrist or shoulder issues, any kind of issues at all, you can bring your left forearm down on your mat. Press your heels in one direction, draw the crown of your head in the other, lengthen from your center. Take a really long breath in here. Right hand lightly comes down, high push-up. Move forward, halfway down or all the way down, low push-up. Upward dog. A big breath in, downward dog, breath out. Downward dog or child's pose. Take a long inhale. Open your mouth, empty out. Breathe in and breathe out. Once more, a big inhale. And as you exhale lightly, make your way to your hands, setting your feet together or apart. Halfway lift, inhale, exhale, fold. Inhale all the way up to stand. All right, lengthen, root down, rise up. Fold forward, exhale. Halfway lift, flat back, inhale. Hands to your mat, step back, high push-up. Moving forward, halfway down or all the way down, low push-up. Inhaling, upward dog, your cobra or your low cobra. And as you exhale, back to your downward facing dog. Here, step your left foot forward, crescent lunge. Your right heel, right knee stay lifted. And you can notice if your left foot starts to get a little bit wiggly, set the foot flat, tap into the big toe side of your foot, feel your heel ground down. Back knee can stay lifted, or you can lightly bring it down to your mat for support. Draw your hands to your heart. Take a big inhale. Now twist to your left, right elbow towards the outside of your left leg. Watch out for collapsing your chest onto your left leg. Feel your hands connect. If you can use that to lift your chest up, lengthen your spine. If your back knee is lifted, lengthen through your back leg. Really tap into the back leg. Use all the support you have available to you, especially your breath. Your hands can stay together or open up. Take a big breath in. And a long breath out. Now remember, your right arm can be on the outside of your leg, or you can land it under your shoulder. That's a great option for support. You're lengthening, twisting and rinsing one breath at a time. A big breath in. Then a long breath out. On your next inhale, come back up to your crescent lunge. Take your time coming up. Set your gaze here. Add in your eagle arms. Begin with the arms. Right arm wraps under. And as that right arm goes under, keep your shoulders even. Watch out for kind of spinning to the left. Elbows press forward. Strong connection through your left foot, strong core. Add in your right leg. Right leg wraps up and over. Coming into your full eagle Garuda Asana. Taking a full breath in. And a full breath out. Your fullest expression, but not struggling. Feeling how strong you are. And again, the last day of our challenge, you've been showing up. You are showing up right here, right now. Give yourself some credit for this. Take one more big inhale. Big step out. Warrior two. And adjust your feet so you have stability. Front foot flat and straight. Back toes towards the side of your mat. Maybe they point a little more forward. Soften your shoulders. Spin your palms to the sky. Take your left hand high. Reverse your warrior. Reach up and go back. So you've been showing up for this challenge. You've been showing up for yourself. Come on into your side angle. Left elbow on your left leg. Right arm up to the sky. A lot of times we're showing up for other people. Putting a lot of energy and effort into supporting and helping other people, which is a beautiful thing. Right? But you need to support yourself. Take care of yourself. And you've created now, hopefully, a template to do that, to keep doing this. Top arm can extend forward, or you can wrap it around behind your back, your half bind, maybe your full bind. You can play around a little bit here. Let your right shoulder roll back. Long through your spine. Little lift to your chest and your heart. Take a big breath in. And a long breath out. Breathe in. And breathe out. Reach your top arm up. Let it bring you up to your warrior two. Straighten your left leg. And once more, pivot your toes towards the side. Your big toes a little bit closer together than your heels. Hands to your hips or to your low back. You can also interlace your fingers again. Find a little lift to your chest. Long through your legs. Big breath in. Fold forward as you exhale. Hands come to your mat under your shoulders. Halfway lift here. Bend your left knee and press down away through the baby toe side of your right foot, lengthening through this inner line of your right leg. For 3, 2, come on up to center, and then switch sides. Bend your right knee. Stay connected through your left foot, left leg long. For 3, 2, come to center, and let's play around with crow, because we haven't done that yet. Walk your feet closer together here. I like to walk my feet all the way to touch. Spread your fingers wide, hands on your mat, about shoulder width. Now you don't have to lift your feet as you're playing around with your crow. You can just begin to have some fun with it. Bend your elbows, squeeze them in like you're squeezing a soccer ball between your elbows. And then get your knees high above your elbows. So from here, you can start to shift forward into your hands, right? Keep your feet on the mat, but feel your foundation as your hands. And then if you want to lift one foot or both feet, you can. Watch out for looking back behind you or down. Feel if you can look just a little bit forward. Lift your chest, lift your heart. Take a big breath in. Then a long breath out. And then if your feet are lifted, just lightly bring them down. Walk them out once more to your wide-legged stance. And from here, start to walk your hands towards the front edge of your mat. Nice work, you guys. Pivot around, your runner's lunge. Plant your hands, step your right foot back. Pausing here, right hand under your right shoulder, heels to your right. Now your side plank on this side. And again, you can keep your back, you can keep both legs straight, or drop your right knee down, right? And then lift up, lift up. Whatever variation works for you. So you can feel strong, steady, challenge yourself, but there's all kinds of ways to challenge yourself, right? Take one more big inhale. Left hand comes down, high push-up to low push-up. Upward dog. Take a big breath in. Downward dog, breath out. Take a long inhale here. Open your mouth, empty out. Now bring your feet together a little bit forward. Steady foundation. Lift your right leg to the sky, your three-legged dog. You can drop your left knee down for a little more support. Bend your right knee, your down dog hip opener. A breath or two here, maybe you flip your dog. And set up your half pigeon. Right knee comes forward. Left leg walks back behind you. Check in with where you have your right foot. Might be tucked under you, but you might have some room to Wiggle it out to the left and a little more forward. Take a big breath in, and then lengthen and come forward. Let your head land. You can also set up the variation on your back here. Take a big inhale, then a long exhale. And really, let your head land. This may be the only time today that you're not holding up your head, except for when you're sleeping. And I was reminded, as I was reading something, that walking around all day with our head up is like carrying an 11.5-pound bowling ball on our shoulders. So that's a lot of weight. Most of us carry more weight than that on our shoulders, all the responsibilities that we have. So here, let your head land. Let the muscles that hold up your neck, give them a little bit of space. And then maybe you can begin to feel that for as much as you are strengthening through this practice, you also have the space to soften. Take a big breath in, and a long breath out. And I think that part of the practice, part of what keeps us coming back to the practice is that it allows us to come back into balance. Take a long breath in, and a long breath out. And set your hands under your shoulders. Make your way back to your downward facing dog. And you can stop off at a tabletop, stick in some cat-cows, right? Child's pose, whatever works. Take a long breath in and a big breath out. Now bring your feet together and a little bit forward once more so you can lift your left leg high. Steady and intentional foundation. Set your gaze. Maybe you close your eyes. You can bring your right knee all the way down so it's more of a tabletop. Bend your left knee, your down dog hip opener. Keep going. Flip your dog if you like. And when you're ready, come on into your half pigeon. When you're ready, come into your half pigeon. Right, but feel that you're ready. Showing up every day as you have for this challenge. And really, more than that, again, showing up for yourself, supporting yourself. So you can support other people. Take a big breath in. And a long breath out. When we start to get out of balance, that's when it gets tricky to take care of ourselves. Even if you come away from your practice, it's pretty simple to come back and begin again. And let the practice meet you where you are. Give you what you need. Take a long inhale. And a big exhale. And we are all beginners. In the grand scheme of things, we're all beginners. Take a long breath in. And a big breath out. Once more here, breathe in, fill up. And breathe out, empty out. Set your hands under your shoulders. Come on up. Sweep your back leg out and around in front of you. Take both feet forward. Press your heels forward. Reach your hands forward. Strong core. Lower back slowly. For 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. You can hover your feet. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come to a hover. Hover your feet and your shoulders. Hold here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All the way down. Set your feet flat on your mat. Come on up for your bridge. Lift your hips, lengthen through your spine. Intentionally set your feet. Feel what works for your arms, your hands. Let this work for you. Take a big breath in and a long breath out. Let your chest lift, lift your heart. Take a big breath in and a big breath out. One more deep inhale here. As you exhale slowly, come all the way down to the ground, soles of your feet together, knees to the sides. Take a really big, deep, full inhale and empty it out. And from here, we'll move into a short Shavasana. Give yourself these last few moments to integrate everything that you've done today. Feel how much you've done over the course of this challenge. Really allow yourself to be here. Enjoy this. Take a big breath in and a long breath out. You can wiggle your fingers and toes, just bring some movement back to your body. Draw your knees to your chest. Give them a squeeze, take a breath. When you're ready, you can roll to one side and make your way to seated. Bring your hands to your heart. Set your gaze, lower your gaze, or close your eyes. And together, let's take a big breath in and a long breath out. Drawing your thumbs to your forehead, to your third eye center. Together we say, Namaste. All right, everyone. Really awesome. Thank you for practicing with me today. Thank you for joining me for this whole challenge. I hope you have enjoyed it as much as I have. And remember, it's just the beginning. I have so many videos here on my YouTube channel to share with you. If you haven't already, subscribe to the channel. And you can practice with me at my studio, Sanctuary Power Yoga, or on my Patreon. It's the Bent Yogi. Membership starts for as little as $5 a month. So you have options, really great ways to keep your practice going, keep yourself going. I'm happy to be able to give this all to you so you can support yourself, take care of yourself, so we can connect with each other. I'm Heather. I'm the Bent Yogi. Take care of yourself, take care of each other, and I know I will see you soon.